morning, everyone. Good morning. Because I don't think I will leave this for now. I think I might use this one. But we'll be talking most of the time. My name is Anne Okello. I've been in this space of environment for quite some time. I think the common agenda bringing all of us together is this issue, environment. I think that's the major thing after hearing from everyone. Environment becomes the common factor. But we are going to learn something very small on how we have seen right now as we speak. Everything has changed, if I'm not wrong. I came to Kisumu in 2011. I started wearing sweater in Kisumu 2 years ago, 1 year ago. The temperature has changed. Am I lying? No. Did you ever receive rainfall in Kisumu this time of the year? I'm talking about the prolonged rainfall which we've been able to have. So it's real. The climate has changed, the temperatures have changed, and everything has gone. And when things change, we have to change. And we have to accept as a reality. And if it has changed, how can we sustainably live? I'm happy that, I'm not being biased, I'm happy that we have some people from Nyalenda and Manyata. Cindy here. Yes. But all of you can also relate with this. There's a correlation between population, health, and the environment. And people in HRS can be able to attest to this. When we have high population, the health of these people are going to be affected. And finally, they are going to affect the environment. Is it true or false? Yeah. Sure. Their living conditions must change. Because if they were living in their homes, they must start living in flats or in shelters. Because they cannot be able to have enough space. But do you think there's an opportunity where the space is going to increase? Let us be real. Is there an opportunity that the space is going to increase, the land surface? No, forget about that. What we can work with are two things here. We can work with either health and environment so that our population stays healthy. Highly populated dense environment, when people are highly populated, and they have destroyed their environment, their health is going to be affected. When their health is affected, now it comes vice versa again. This high population cannot be able to be productive. This environment cannot be able to give us food. Since this has already happened, the population has already improved. We have these two. But the backbone of all these things, we have to improve our environment with good environmental initiatives. The health of our people is going to improve. And this high population we are talking about, the environment is going to give them food. And sustainable food, not just food. So, right now, we have to start looking smart and thinking very seriously about what we're going to do. What are the initiatives? Or what are you thinking? Because I'm told you're supposed to go to the communities. Are you able to analyze whatever is happening in your environment? An environmentalist, whenever you walk, you need to start looking for opportunities around you. If you see anything negative, like now, people used to cry about water hyacinth. How many people believe water hyacinth is a problem? What is the solution? How many people believe? Is it a problem or a solution? Somebody tell me.
It is both a problem and a solution.
Can somebody tell me, how is it a problem? I need an answer from you guys. How is water hyacinth a problem?
It's a problem because it blocks fishermen from receiving
Okay, so now we want to talk about water. Problems of water hyacinth. We are just starting with something we know is here. Cindy? One, blocking fishermen. Cindy? Another problem of water hyacinth?
I think it's a weed.
Okay, there is a weed. So I think we can call it an invasive weed. Environmentalism, am I right?
Yes.
Invasive weed, serious. So invasive means that now it's becoming the negative side of it. You are talking about the problem. Invasive weed. Another problem of water hyacinth.
It affects the aquatic life because
It affects the aquatic life.
Yeah.
How?
It minimizes the level of oxygen, which is affecting the fish and anything that lives in water.
Some, not all. Some thrive best in that.
Yeah.
It affects some aquatic life. Another to be specific, ni moja tu. One fish, not even all fish, one. Affects some aquatic cells in life, okay. Another one, impact, negative. Okay.
It hinders navigation.
It hinders
Navigation, for example, some of these water society. Unaweza pata ndio mzee atoke hapa ile bali pengine lazima sasa when the water hyacinth will grow for lake, watu hawawezi travel.
okay.
It also dirtifies the environment when they are removed from the lake.
Okay, it causes pollution. Another one, we just want to get into them all so that we can be able to synthesize better.
It also brings the, say, that image of the lake. Like when you are coming from far, you see the water hyacinth in the lake. You may not agree that that is the lake. Instead, you will see green fish.
So is that an effect, or because assume you are landing and seeing that green and environment is so beautiful. Any other thing? I don't know how to classify. Can someone help me to classify how to can put his point right?
I think it's negative because it might cause an accident. You might think that you are stepping on the grass doing that.
No one.
No, I don't think so.
Grass is very different from water.
Kama ujui water hyacinth inakaa.
No,
It's true. It's
The place that water hyacinth are discovered ni deep end ya lake. Unaweza fikiria si deep end.
But now, let us be real. Let us just be real. Let us not just talk and let us not just assume. Because can you go and swim penye kuna water hyacinth for real? Wewe mwenyewe umeenda.
Si unataka tu kujua something. You just want to know maybe. You want to experience.
You want to experience.
Yeah.
We didn't know it.
The same word, ukiona at a distance, it's all green.
Green.
Yeah.
Yes, what I can say, it can give you a different perception. Now, kika ground, unapata, because I've had people who have even bought land.
Because they see it's beautiful before they get there.
It gives false impression. Okay, another negative, what tunaendelea tu kwa hizi negatives. Because out of the negatives, since it is an invasive species which just came here as an impact of climate change issues due to pollution and siltation of the lake, this is one of the best examples for people in Kisumu to help us really go down and understand how we can do it work. Any negative impact of water hyacinth?
It comes to the habitat of wild animals like snakes.
That is now the positive. Wild habitat, that is positive. That is negative.
Positive.
That is positive. But we are still working on the negative so that we can go to positive. Then we analyze and see. Just an example.
Can we say it causes siltation?
No, it does not cause siltation, but it is a result of siltation. It came as a result of siltation when the lake became so rich in nutrients. So it provided very good environment for it to thrive. Sasa tumemaliza hapo negative side. So let us now look at the positive side. If there might be. of water hyacinth. Okay, kuna kitu I think tumesahau hapa as an hazard also, negative sides of water hyacinth. Maybe, I'm not really sure if it's happening along Kisumu here, but here, is there anybody who understand what is called nyapos? Nyapos. Nyapos. Do you know people are nyapos? Is there a fisherman here or a fisher lady or somebody coming from a fishing community? Okay, there's a very small fish which thrives best under water hyacinth. But the process of harvesting it, people in the health can be able to testify, is killing our people. Because women take 8 to 10 hours harvesting nyapos. But one nyapos is costing 10 shillings. They make a lot of money. But in the long run, when they stay in the water for several hours, their skin becomes very porous and they're susceptible to bilharzia. Treating bilharzia is very expensive. But because we don't have those people believe that there is no other alternative solutions, they spend time in nyapos. And now the nyapos thrives best in water hyacinth. See, tumeelewa? So, negative impact. So, we were going to talk about the benefits of water hyacinth.
It's a source of food for hippos.
Food for wild animals, source of food for hippos. India. Another one?
Source of employment for those fishing nyapos.
For nyapos family, the nyapos community. Fishermen. Okay?
Can be recycled and used to make bags and bags.
To make bags. And after you've added bags, you have to do value addition. Okay, and the benefits of water hyacinth.
Yeah. Water hyacinth also controls and conserves the environmental condition.
How?
It maintains the green color.
The green color is not environmental. It's just
no, that's that's your view too. The beautiful view.
Can somebody support that?
I can support it in terms of tourism. It creates an aesthetic that tourists can come.
Aesthetic value, now that's okay. And then any other benefit of water hyacinth?
Source of biofuel.
Source of biofuel, very good. Another benefit of water hyacinth.
Used in making sanitary towels.
Used in making especially the reusable one. Very good. Another one. So now the people of Kisumu, you are going to give our county government a solution. And this is the time that if you do proper advocacy, you have the opportunity to make it work. Because with all this evidence, you can make it work. Advocacy, if you want to do effective advocacy, the first thing is to have a proof that whatever you're talking about is working. That is number one. So that even if you approach our governor and tell him that, I'm here to defend this case. You've spent billions of money in cleaning the lake, but I have a solution, which is sustainable and environmental friendly, is going to increase all this for our people. Then you'll be able to sell your point. And your point is going to make a lot of sense. Are we really talking?
Yes.
Even if you're talking to your MCA now, you can be able to tell them why. That is why we talk about the negative side. And now we are going to use the positive side to mitigate the negative side. When we look at all these benefits of water hyacinth, how much much money do you think has been allocated for cleaning the lake and it has failed? It has failed, sindio? But now, when you look at water hyacinth as an invasive species, which is destroying our environment, what made it come here in the first place? Poor farming methods. What made actually water hyacinth to come here? Causes. When people farm in the highlands, they use inorganic fertilizer. They buy fertilizer from the shops. After buying fertilizer from the shops, they use it properly in their farm. But when it rains, what happens? The lake will flood. We are suffering because of people's problems. And this is the time there's something called that polluter pays. We can even start by telling the people in the highlands here to start paying us for polluting our lake. We are the ones suffering. Who are the people drinking this water now? It is us. It is your brother or your sister who is in the lake fishing. But with them, they are polluted. They have used the chemical. We are suffering from all these problems because of it. Why don't we have issues to make the polluters to pay on issues of hyacinth? They have made their soil so porous that when it rains, all the soil with those inorganic fertilizers sorted, zikiwa kwa lake, it provides a very thriving environment for water hyacinth to grow. And when water hyacinth grows, we suffer. It is so painful to hear that people from Kisumu cannot access the water from the lake because of water hyacinth. And who has made it that way? Other people. That is the time you need to start doing what is called evidence-based.